What's up? On today's show, we've got Aaron talking about his favorite comic books coming out this week. We've also got a review of this Canon 60D in our tech review. And we've got our picks in entertainment this week with Owen Kenley. This and more on Entertainment Overload.
Hello, ladies and gents. I'm your host, Matt White.
And I'm Croy Provence. Now for our top 5 videos of the web.
Hey, Croy. You know what really gets me going?
What, Matt?
Dodgeball. You know, pitting the strong against the little weak guys. And, you know, they say heroes aren't born, but they're made on the battlefield. As shown in this first clip. Check it out.
Wow.
That guy.
What a ninja.
That guy is my hero right now. That was so sick.
He backflipped mid-sport, no thought, and just dove
did
over
it.
some guy, did what he had to do, and got out of there.
I hate the phrase, but I'm gonna say he said YOLO and did a backflip. I didn't mean. Okay, we won't bring that up right now. But
Brings up bad things.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. But I mean, he backflips, dodged. He got the kill. That's my favorite part. Actually, I love everyone's reaction. Everyone's like, oh man, that just happened. And then they even did the replay too. That's the best part. Slow motion ninja backflips. That's like the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Gotta love it.
In dodgeball, it's great.
You know what else is fun?
What?
Apart from ninja backflips?
Boats and hosts.
No. Boat crashes. Huh? But you know what's better than boat crashes?
Dubstep remixes of boat crashes.
Absolutely, as seen in this clip.
Check it out.
The fountain hit a large wake at the 22-mile marker. According to the Water Patrol, the boat slammed from side to side, causing injuries to the driver and 6 passengers. We have exclusive footage of the graphic accident, filmed by our own Lake TV crew.
Yes! Oh my God!
Let's just clarify that there are boats and hoes in this video, but dubstep makes it all better.
Makes it all better. It just mushes it all into one great YouTube video. One of the best videos. Personally, I know it's number 4, but that's my number. That's number one. It's number one in my heart.
Absolutely.
I don't know who chose the numbering, but you know, we're not gonna say that they're an idiot, but we all know.
But
It's okay. No, great video. I mean, we got the guy, total face planting. We got the girl getting in just completely drenched in the water.
and then they didn't even forge a nip slip.
They did it, and you got dubstep. Great number 4. But you know, Warrior Dash is considered a very serious event.
But users like Brock Dub are there to make fun of it. And our number 3 pick, Brock redubs Warrior Dash and makes it extreme.
World's largest running series, Warrior Dash! On your mark, get set, destroy! Those are dudes! Don't get too excited! Running through stuff! I don't think that's mud! Jumping over stuff! Getting tired yet? Get it? Because they're running through tires! Puns! Now that's just disrespectful! That's somebody's
Croy!
Yes, Matt.
That was extreme!
That was the best.
So extreme!
This is the news.
Oh my God!
Here it goes.
Great number 3 clip.
Yeah.
It was great.
It
Mud.
was so funny. There was
Tires.
mud. Tires.
Puns.
Or was it mud?
Oh, it was great.
Oh.
Dudes, great clip.
Dude, great
number
clip.
3. Boom.
But anyways, October, the month of Halloween where people dress up and eat candy, go trick-or-treating, and just have a fun time.
Or if you're like me, in our number 2 clip, that I just like the trick side.
That was me.
So, can we come to the conclusion that we should just stop pranking our friends?
No.
Right, yeah. I mean, You know, I guess he was just trying to get a normal reaction, but he got the best reaction.
He got the most extreme reaction.
We're not going, but that was number 3. We're on number 2 now. We can't do it. Anyway,
you can't reference
it was great. Like, I mean, how do you respond to that? You're like, I was just gonna make him be a little bit afraid, but now he jumped out the window.
Well, maybe this was all an elaborate scheme to get that guy a new printer computer setup.
Maybe he knew that he's
this
like,
was
you know
a
what?
favor.
Maybe it was because I couldn't really tell, but the camera or the computer was really old, so
Yeah,
maybe he was trying to get him to
old
throw the
as
computer.
dirt.
But you know, that was a great number 2 clip. But a number 1 clip is, you know, it's a really hard to run a business. Sometimes you have everything you need.
But users like DexFango have your back. When you need that video, they got that B-roll.
Got it.
Do you need shots of ordinary people doing things for your next commercial? We got that B-roll.
We got that B-roll.
2 men pointing at an office file? We got that B-roll. Bored man flipping through channels? We got that B-roll. Angry man in traffic? Yeah, we got that B-roll. What do you want him to wear? Casual? Upscale casual? Business? We got that B-roll. Why does he look so upset? Maybe he's late for work. Nope, he's at work. He's a B-roll actor. Happy couple walking on the beach? We got that B-roll. Want that happy couple to kiss? No problem. Want him to get a little fresh with the lady? Done. Hey, you two, cut it out and stare at the ocean so I can get B-roll of that. That's better. What a nice view of the ocean. That's B-roll of the ocean. Think that's all the B-roll we got? Not even close. Overwhelmed man trying to pay bills? Yeah, we got it. Frustrated man looking for a job in the paper? You know we got it. And lunch meeting success. Hey, look, that's me. I like my B-roll so much I'm in it. Kirk Gibson hitting a game-winning home run in the '88 World Series. No! That's too specific. That is not B-roll.
Stop it. Stop it. That was our number 1 clip, folks. That was a great number 1 clip. Classic. They got that B-roll. I think they also have over 1 million views on those videos.
Oh, absolutely.
Easily.
Yeah.
Was like, that video, I think, is the definition of instant classic.
Yeah, for sure.
People, if you haven't seen that clip, go watch it again. I know that was actually just a small section of the clip. You definitely have to check out the whole thing.
Yeah, it's longer. It's awesome.
Longer, and it's great. It's worth it. And that was our top 5 videos for this week. I loved them. I know you loved them.
I love
them. But we here at Entertainment Overload love our comic books. But sometimes there's just too much to read, you know. But good thing we have Aaron Harlan to help us out decide what to read.
Hi, I'm Aaron from a comic shop, and this is Aaron's Picks. I've heard all the complaints you guys have that don't read comics. You don't want to get monthly comics. You don't want to have all those titles in a shared universe to get the whole story. And some of you say, hey, DC characters aren't as modern as the Marvel characters. They're all stuffy with years of continuity and whatnot. Well, DC's answered all of that with their Earth 1 comic. Superman Earth 1 is a full complete story, volume, hardcover, and it's freaking awesome. It's Superman. Yes, he's wearing a hoodie. No, he's not emo. He's not, all moping around. It's basically Clark Kent as Peter Parker. With great power comes great responsibility, and with him, his power is so great he could just live in the lap of luxury forever and never have to do anything, or he could step it up and actually be a hero. And that's kind of what he does. And he's totally relatable, kind of like, when you get out of college and you don't know what you want to do with your life, that's him in this book. But it's like condensed like Smallville, all 10 seasons in one volume. And he gets inspired to be the hero from Jimmy Olsen. You know that like ginger weirdo that like has that little signal watch and follows Superman around? Well, he inspires him here. It's actually pretty cool. And J. Michael Straczynski wrote it, who did Babylon 5. Shane Davis does the art, and the art is insane. The volume 2 comes out on Halloween, and I'm gonna have Shane here in my store on November 3rd, this Saturday, and he's gonna be signing it. He actually drew me in the book. I get killed by the parasite. It's pretty sick. Holy crap, that's a lot of Batman comics. I like them. You might not know where to start. I would suggest starting with Earth 1 again. This one's for Batman, and it's awesome. I know you guys like Batman. I know you've liked him in video games and in movies. You can read this, I promise. It's his origin, except modernized, and it just all makes sense now. And Alfred is a badass in here. If you guys watch Batman Beyond, Alfred is basically like the old man Bruce Wayne, and Bruce is kind of like Terry McGinnis. You have the origin, you have Alfred there training him, and when Batman starts, he sucks. Like, remember your first time? You sucked too. You might be all right now, and Batman is, of course, great now, but this is way more relatable. You really feel his passion, his quest for vengeance, and see how he just fails. I mean, Batman failing, that's awesome. And again, this is a whole volume all together by some of the best talents in comics, Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. It's amazing, and if you try it, you will be back here thanking me for it. I'm Aaron, these are my picks. Now read a comic. You already know how to read, knowing's half the battle.
Guys, it's time to check this out. A little more force behind. It's Kyle Smead, everyone. Woo! Kyle, what's up?
Nothing much. How are you?
How are you today? Just hanging out. Wonderful day here. Kyle, what do you got for us today?
We have the Canon 60D DSLR digital single lens reflex camera.
Great
It's
camera.
capable of taking pictures and video.
Great stuff. Great stuff. What else? What else about it? Tell me more.
What would you like to know?
Tell me about the outs. You know what? No, tell me about the inside of the camera.
The inside?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shell. We know what the shell looks like. What's the inside? Give me some of the inner specs.
It has an APS-C C sensor.
Sensor.
Yeah, it picks up 18 megapixels. The sensor size is about that big. I want to say half the size of the cameras that are viewing us on. It picks up 1920 by 1280.
That's crazy.
At 30 and 24 frames per second.
What?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's reconculous.
Making up words now. All right. That's good stuff. I'm loving the innards. I'm loving the outwards. Well, what's the quality though? I mean, you kind of told me the idea of it, but like, how good are these pictures coming out?
Well, 18 megapixels can blow up to roughly around 11 by 13s. If they go to 15 by 17s or any size larger than that, they're going to start to look grainy. Even if it is on a low ISO settings, the picture quality just can't really blow up that big.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something that's in the 20 megapixel range or above, it can get larger. Mm-hmm. The video quality on it looks good. It doesn't have rolling shutter problems. If it's difficult to travel motion with it and keep the image stable because it is a DSLR camera, which are really compact.
Right.
They're kind of hard to keep on one plane, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying. That's all good stuff, but I mean, I really like this camera, but how much does it usually run for?
Just under $1,000.
Well, I don't want to drop almost $1,000 camera. I'm kind of clumsy. How is it durable? Like, is it gonna be able to take a fall, pratfall?
I wouldn't shoot it with any type of weapon.
Okay.
It doesn't have the bulletproof vest that Batman has.
Understandable.
But the rubber on there,
we can't afford that.
The rubber is quite appealing.
Okay.
It can definitely hang on to it, and it feels good. It's about a 16-inch. It's about a 16-inch plastic shell. It holds up. It's not weatherproof. The 7D is known to be slightly more weatherproof. There are add-ons that can be added to it that can encase it, and you can take it to upwards of 10 meters, 50 meters below water.
Don't take it into a hurricane.
No,
we don't want that.
Put a plastic bag around it.
Okay, makes sense. I mean, we know, but what's some of the what's some of the best features of this camera? What's really selling the 60D?
The fact that professional photographers can use it, and any introductory apprentice or anybody can really grab the camera and take decent quality photos. The creative zones on here range from video, portrait, sports, close-ups, landscapes. All those have customized settings that Canon has basically pulled different photographers and took a look at how they took their pictures, and they adjusted settings into the camera to automatically set those standards. So they make it easy for someone to just grab and point and shoot.
That's good stuff. Awesome. So that all the stuff to me sounds great. What would you rate this camera though? 1 out of 5.
With the cost value going into the equation, I would give it a 4 out of 5. 5 stars being an absolutely phenomenal camera.
Mm-hmm. That sounds great. I mean, I might go pick this up if I had some extra change, but I'm a broke college student. But maybe when I get out of here, I'm going to definitely check out this camera. Kyle, thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Now, thank you so much for the review. Great job. Now, we're going to move over to Croy.
Ooh. We've seen some pretty serious dodgeball already today, but what happens when you throw a trampoline arena into the mix?
So Sky Zone is an indoor trampoline park. We've been open since June of 2011. We're a franchise, so we're all over the United States. We allow jumpers from walking age to senior citizens. We do our jump times in 30-minute increments, and we start off with half an hour and go up to 2 hours. Once you're jumping, you can just go on the main court, which you can do flips and tricks, or you can do the dodgeball, which we just do dodgeball games. And we also have a toddler court available for children that are walking up to 40 inches. Every jumper needs a waiver filled out by their parent or legal guardian if they're under the age of 18. If they're 18 or older, they fill it out themselves. We do birthday parties, events, corporate, team building exercises, so we're open to a wide variety of the public. We do toddler time Monday through Thursday from 9 to 11 in the morning and 1 to 3 in the afternoon. On Friday nights, we do Sky Mania. That's from 9 to 11 p.m. for ages 10 to 15. It's $16 per jumper, and they get an hour and a half of jump time, 2 slices of pizza and a soda. Then we have our dodgeball tournaments, which is on Saturday nights from 9 to 11 p.m. for ages 13 and up. The winners get to come back the next week and jump for free. You can find our contact information at skyzoneclaremont.com. You can get our hours of operation and more information about the company on there.
Are you like me and have no idea what to do this weekend? But don't worry, it's okay. Croy knows what's going on this weekend.
Croy knows what's going on this weekend. Do you love zombies based on the dead or the creepy town of Silent Hill? Yep. Yeah, Halloween Horror Nights just for you. Go enjoy yourself as you try to survive the most terrifying night of your life. But, Croy, you say, I don't want to feel scared, I just want to party. Yeah. Right? I have something else for you. I Spy is having a Halloween pub crawl. Who says Halloween's is for kids? Just show up in a costume, celebrate it right by having some drinks with your friends. Yeah? But if you just want to laugh, go to SAC Comedy Lab. They've got you covered. They're having their Duel of Fools. Watch as comics battle it out on stage for your laughs. That's what's going on this weekend, and we will be right back after this commercial break.
Oh, it's so sick.
What are you building, Stark?
I'm working on something big. Yeah, I can fly.
I just finally know what I have to do.
And now it's time for the lowdown.
And boom, the verdict is in. Jerry Sandusky has been sentenced to a mandatory 30 years in prison with the possibility of serving 60. Sandusky was sentenced with 45 counts of sexual harassment and the molestation of 10 boys throughout the span of 15 years.
That's a long time. And
Yeah,
a lot of boys.
that's secret. But these deformations of morality led to the fall of the late great Joe Paterno and the legacy that was Penn State University.
No!
Not Jopa! In this case, the curiosity of a 68-year-old man killed more than the cat.
I see what they did there.
Good punch, good jokes. But in other news, do you feel like swimming in a neon-colored wave pool?
Of course.
Yeah. On November 9th and 10th, Insomniac Events will be pixelating Tinker Field with the electronic Daisy Carnival. This orchestrated symphony of electronic music, lights, fashion, and love is one of the premier electronic events in the world. The lineup is yet to be released, but artists in the like of Afrojack and Paul Van Dyke have been rumored to perform. Afrojack? Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. What? Insomniac recommends, though, viewing the festival guidelines and safety precautions before attending. More information can be found at insomniac.com or electricdaisycarnival.com. And that was the lowdown. Now back over to Matt.
Croy,
Matt.
can we go?
Yeah.
I want to go.
Let's go.
It'll be so much fun.
It'll be great.
But first, are you tired of the mundane burger joints? Are you looking for a new bar to head to? Well, then take a bite out of Graffiti Junction.
We're kind of a Mod Podge bar. That's the reason why I liked it so much. The Thornton Park's kind of a snobby district, if you want to say that. We're very relaxed. Everything is covered in ink and artwork and graphics anywhere you look. Well, we kill Sunday Funday. That's I mean, everyone has their own version of it here, but I think that we just do it honestly better than anyone else. And about after 2 p.m., I would say it's not kid-friendly. It just gets a bit messy. There's slight tit action and people running around. It's a mess, but it's a good time. The bar is always going to be what it is. People always know that our drink specials are decent. We've won Orlando's Best Burger a couple times in the past. So we serve quality food that I'd say we're pretty evenly matched. Some of our stores are different, but this particular one, we're a heavy bar scene. You don't get servers that are like ultra fake to you when you come down. You're getting an actual human being that wants to know where you're from. They're going to probably talk about themselves a little bit because that's what we do here. We do karaoke every Sunday night, and that gets a bit messy, but it's a good time to watch. If you like people and like to watch them, that's got to be one of the more entertaining nights for me, at least.
Who doesn't love a good tit with their burger? Am I right? Don't know what to buy with your paycheck this week? Kiss your wallet goodbye with this week's entertainment rundown.
Tit burger? Everyone! It's Owen Kennelly! How's it going, Owen?
Good.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, you said my last name wrong.
Did I?
I heard that.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what? I promise you I'll make it up by you telling me some reviews about some great stuff.
All
First
right,
off,
I'll
what kind of DVDs you got for me?
Well, this week I've got Cabin in the Woods. Woo-wee. Cabin in the Woods is a raved film when it premiered earlier this year, and it was written by the minds of Drew Goddard and Joss Whedon. Without giving too much away, this movie explains those other horror films about groups of teens who go out to go party in the woods, and then they die. I also think the trailers gave a little bit too much away. There's a giant twist,
and they put it in the trailer.
And they put it in the trailer. Like, what's the point of even having the movie?
I saw the film, and I agree with you on that. I know the exact scene you're talking about. If you've seen it, then you know exactly what we're talking about. But and it just going into it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a normal horror film. It was not a normal horror film. Let me tell you. Tell me more. Tell me more about this film, though.
Well, it's a fun, gory horror film. With a bit of comedy for the fans of the horror genre. I think this movie is an excellent film if you want to scare your friends and have a good laugh.
That sounds like a great time. So, I mean, I loved this movie. I think you like this movie, but
I enjoyed
should the people go get the movie?
Yes. The DVD itself has some behind the scenes with a Q&A from the creators, but it's kind of lacking in real special features. But the movie itself is great, and I overall urge you to go out and pick this up. It's fantastic, and it'll give you more than you bargained for.
That's awesome. I mean, great. I might buy a second copy just for the hell of it. Why not?
Why not?
So
who are you hurting?
No one. Well, a lot of people get hurt in that movie.
Everyone gets hurt in that movie.
Spoiler alert. Okay, moving on from DVDs, we're gonna move on to music. What you got an album for me at this time?
Yes, I do. I have Between the Buried and Me's, the Parallax 2 Future Sequence. Okay. It's the sequel to last year's Hypersleep Dialogues. It clocks in at over 80 minutes. It continues the story of the two astronauts who leave humanity behind to cure it of all of its ailments.
Sounds
problems.
It's like a story.
Yeah, it's one of those concept albums.
Those things are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a two-parter.
Two-parter? Oh
yeah.
Man, but
this is the second part.
So this is the second part?
Yeah, so that's why it's
two. Tell me more about it.
Well, it's with some of the best vocal work singer Tommy Rogers has ever produced, and some of the most impressive solos this side of Dream Theater. It is a true pleasure. Now, like everything, there are a few downsides. A few of the songs drag, more than usual. 15-minute long songs.
You said it was an 80-minute album.
Yeah, it's an 80-minute album.
Seems kind of long.
It's a little.
But that's okay.
And also, if you're not a fan of progressive metal, I doubt this is going to be the album to change your mind.
But I mean, if I am, or if I'm just a lover of music, should I go get this album?
Without a doubt, yeah. It's a lengthy album with an obviously talented band, and I can't help but highly recommend it.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go pick up a copy after the show. Definitely. I mean,
here's my copy.
Because even though I can't afford the camera, I can afford this at least. This seems.
Yeah, you can pick that and Cabin in the Woods up.
It's cheaper than the camera.
Yeah, you can buy them about 8 times each.
But there's something else I want to buy.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what else I want to buy?
Borderlands 2.
Boom, Borderlands 2.
A return to Pandora in Borderlands 2, the sequel to the hit game Borderlands.
What?
Gamers are back hunting loot and killing enemies for just 4 years after the release of the original Borderlands. And the sequel doesn't disappoint.
That's what I like to hear. So, tell me more about Borderlands. I really want to get in there.
You want to know about Borderlands?
Tell me about Borderlands 2.
The sequel. In this game, players take on the role of one of the 4 new Vault Hunters and try to take down one of my new favorite villains that has come out in recent years, Handsome Jack.
Handsome Jack. Love him.
He wears people's faces
Kind of gross.
as his face. He's kind of a lie.
Yeah.
Players will have thousands of quests to complete as they travel the world of Pandora. The world is vastly improved, and the locations of this game are richer and in detail and character, so it feels like a real place.
Feels like a real place you really want to go
Opposed
there.
to just like a video game world.
It makes you feel like you're actually in Pandora.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's what I like to
Not
hear.
like the James Cameron Pandora.
No, there's a better Pandora.
There's a lot more desert.
Avatar sucked. Anyway, can you tell me, tell me some of the gameplay mechanics of it?
Well, the controls in this game are as tight as ever, and the main focus point in Borderlands has always been the buttload of guns. In Borderlands 2, there are even more guns to loot.
All right.
Players will spend hours upon hours swapping and comparing weapons. As always, you can play the game with either by yourself or with 3 friends of yours. And if you don't have any friends like you, Matt, or me, I'm a fairly lonely guy, you're able to jump into matchmaking, just play with some random people.
Well, we could be friends and we could co-op this game.
No.
Oh. Well, Owen, I have the game. You've played it. You love it. I love it. Should the people go get Borderlands?
Yes.
Yes, they should.
With a great story and an awesome and just phenomenal gameplay, Borderlands 2 is one of the best games to come out in 2012 and is sure to top the list at the end of the year for some of the best games.
Sounds good. Is there any other games you're looking forward to this year?
Halo.
Halo 4?
The 4th.
That sounds good. I mean, I can't wait for there's
There's
so
a
many good games.
smorgasbord
So
of
many good
things
games this
to
year.
come out.
Owen, thank you so much for coming out today. It's
Thanks
been
for having me,
great
Matt.
reviews. It's been a great time. So we're done with this segment. We're gonna bounce it over to Croy now.
For the record, Avatar did not suck. But anyways, Halloween is the time you can be anything you want to be, like a zombie. In fact, we ran into a bunch of them on the street.
Hello and welcome to the 4th annual Zombie-Toberfest. I'm Joe Tribuco here out in the field. Right here we have one of the many participants. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your costume?
Ashley Campbell, Evil Dad.
Ash Campbell, an undead Viking troop, and yes, of course, the beloved zombies, are just some of the creative and nightmarish costumes you'll see at the 4th annual Zombie-Toberfest here in Autobahn Park. There's a lot to see here at the festival. We asked around about what to expect, and the answer was pretty clear. Zombie-Toberfest has many activities, such as the Zombie Walk, zombie movies, King and Queen zombie contests, as well as live bands and food specials. One of the main attractions was the Shagged Hair Studio makeup venue, where you can, for a small fee, have someone zombify you. When asked about the turnout at Zombie Fest, we were met with many of the same answers.
Any chance to get up and dress up in a costume and have people take pictures?
For those planning to attend next year's Zombie-Toberfest, here are some easy steps on how to turn yourself into a ghoulish zombie. Latex and tissue paper can be used to give a peeled and rotting flesh effect. Use darker colors around the eyes to add depth and really give that sunken-in effect to the eyes. With a little detailing, some decent acting, and of course, blood, you can have yourself some pretty rad zombies. That's all for here at Zombie-Toberfest. I'm Joe Tribuco, reminding everybody to have a safe Halloween. Back to you in the studio.
And that is our show today. I want to thank everyone who made this possible, like the tall glass of water, Joe Tribuco.
Wonderful, wonderful man. I'd like to thank Kyle Schmid for the camera review, Owen Kennelly for all the other reviews. And I want to thank Aaron for the comic books, and I want to thank Full Sail. Everyone, have a good night.
Good night. Out of here. Deuces.
Open Gangnam Style.